have some flowers. This meadow's hysterical. Such joy in every color. No mama compatible. Even dandelions bring to bear something great. Words fail to capture. It's what we see in their veins. Oh, the Bible shows us. Look and we all agree. Time is ever waiting for us to act accordingly. My eyes always see blue skies, new meaning. This high makes it clear. All that matters is the love we volunteer. All that matters is the love we volunteer.
Hey everybody, it's really good to see you. Happy Earth Day! This is episode, if you can believe it, 33. We've been at this for 33 nights. Here we are, trying to bring a little love and community to everyone, trying to reach out virtually to all of our friends, trying to say hello. That was my dear friend Zach. You know him. He's an amazing singer-songwriter from Ohio. He is the troubadour of peace. He lives his life inspired by telling people to reach out and love the earth and love Mother Nature. So, of course, I couldn't think of a more beautiful, fitting way to start tonight's show. So we're really glad that you're here with us. Sky, are you happy it's Earth Day? Woohoo! It's a little bit gloomy on our Earth Day in Nashville, but that's okay. Let's see who's on with us tonight. Ryan's here. Nice emojis, people. Sandra. Hi, Maria. Hi, Theola. Hi, Donna. People know what to do. We have a great show for you. It's full of guests. We have the most guests in one night we've ever had. We have surprises. We have a lot of fun. When I was thinking about the importance of Earth Day and this year it's just a little bit different, right? I mean, we're all in our homes and we're really appreciating any time that we get to be outside. And we're also grateful to be in our homes and safe to have, four walls and a roof around us. We're safe in our spaces with the ones we love. We're happy to be healthy. We're so grateful for the people on the front line that go out every day to make sure that, grocery stores are still, the shelves are still stocked and that the hospitals are running. It's really a frightening time, but we're seeing people come together in all of these beautiful ways. And we are very aware of the earth and we're very aware of what happens when we all slow down a little bit. So I think we're going to focus on that a little bit tonight. We're going to start off with someone that I love. You just heard his music, but now I want you to listen to his words because he has a lot of important things to say about Earth Day. He's a dear friend of mine. So from Ohio, previously recorded, here's Zach. Hi, Zach. How are you? I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. It's great to be with you.
Happy Earth Day. For you, what makes this Earth Day different than the Earth Days that we've celebrated in the past? Not only it being the anniversary, the 50th, but also what this year, what's happening in the world. What makes this Earth Day different?
Yeah, it's a good year to really contemplate a lot of this. It's been 50 years that we've had this consciousness that our actions impact the earth. And it's been really special to look around and see, we've been hearing for a long time about the damages that we've been doing and sort of the horror that is yet to come and all those timelines. And then we see a moment where the earth takes a couple months, where humans take a couple months off, and we watch the healing start to happen, I think, far faster than a lot of people thought was really possible, and to see skies clear up and rivers clear up, I think it gives a lot of hope.
Like you said, we're watching the healing happen, and it's really incredible. So now, moving forward, what are some things that you can say would be some of the most important things that we could do to really sort of keep on track with healing this planet?
Well, there's several. I mean, there's a bunch of little everyday things that we can do. Things like, in these sort of situations, we plan our travel a lot more. Like if we're going to the store or running errands, we have to be a lot more thoughtful about that. Like those kinds of things can make a big difference, considering, if you're running to the store 10, 15 times in a normal week, and you're only doing it once now, that, can really change a lot of things. And if everyone or many people start to do that, that can do, be impactful. If we can, plant something, whether that's trees, whether that's food, gardens, just about everywhere can support some amount of garden, and you can grow an awful lot of food for yourself, your families, just in a very small plot of, side yard, backyard, even on a balcony or a deck. It's been also nice. We've had an opportunity to not buy as many things, so we can really look and see at what we actually need, and we don't need to buy things that we don't need, and especially if they come in a lot of packaging and single-use plastics and all those kinds of things. And then I think something else that's really super important is voting. The big change is if we want to see these healings that are happening in the earth continue when we come out of this, then it's going to take policy, and it's going to take legislators from local to federal levels that actually want to see those changes happen, or at least feel pressured enough that they have to do something about it.
Music. I remember the conversation that we had the last time you were here. It was months ago, so it was before this started, way before, and we were talking about how if people could just understand that we're all connected, right? The interconnectivity of everyone, like all together. And I felt like when this happened, it was a huge wake-up call to everyone, like, whoa, we are so connected more than we could ever, possibly know.
Yeah, connection's a huge thing. And, that's what nature is. That's what nature does. That's how nature operates. If you look at a forest, the big oak tree doesn't just sit there and have no concept of the rest of the forest. Like, it's intimately connected to everything else going on. There's sharing of resources between all of the trees, all of the flowers, the plants, the bushes, the dirt, the mushrooms, the bacteria, the worms. Like, everything is all tied together and is aware of what's going on around it. And so, the more that we understand that, and that we are aware also of that connection, that, we also are not these islands, or we don't operate in vacuums, that, what happens to all of us happens to ourselves, and that, I can't be the best version of me unless you're the best version of you, and we can't really survive unless we're doing it together, unless there's an actual community.
I love it. Be the tree. Be like the tree. I love it. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for always sharing your beautiful music. As always, I will post info so that people can listen to more of you. And also, Zach is doing like 9-hour marathon shows on his Facebook. So if you want to see 3 hours of amazing Prince music, just go check out his live from last night, because he's an unbelievable musician. Keep doing it, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. I love you very much. Thanks.
That's my friend Zach, and I'm glad that he had time today to talk to us. It's crazy that we're able to do this. I had a really cool little blurb today. It was hopping time zones on our iPhones to celebrate the ozone layer. Woo, you like that? I think that's my new hashtag. I'm trying to check and see who's on. Wave at us, tell us who you are. It's hard, we're a little slow here in our laptopville. Hi, Sabrina. Thanks for being on, Shondell. What a beautiful event you had today, Shondell, and your family in celebration of Akila's life. Information about that foundation is up on my website. They're doing really amazing work. They're taking a tragedy that happened to their family, and they're trying to turn things around in the form of scholarship. So it's beautiful to share that time with you today. You did a really nice online event, which brings me to online. It's just a crazy world we're living in, that so many of these things that are supposed to be happening, for so many years, Earth Day was a day that I would go and sing out on the grass, on the lawn, and celebrate with so many people. I remember one with Eve Sellis years ago, us dancing on the grass with her daughter. It's just one of the many things that we're missing right now. But it doesn't mean that it's an any less important reason to gather together. So even if we're just gathered this way, I'm glad that we are. Woo-hoo! What do we do today? We always say this as quickly as possible. Try to anyway. What do? We did school, we did math, we did reading. What else did we do? You had a kind of an easy afternoon because we were doing a lot of interviews, right? Oh, and then Right, of course. And then you had makeup lessons with Donna. So our dear friend Donna Gast is a professional hair and makeup artist in Los Angeles. That's right, Skylar's teachers come from all over. And she was available today to do a virtual makeup lesson with Miss Skylar Faith. We can see a little bit of how that went. I mean, how did that
look
go?
at that.
You're looking beautiful with a sunflower in her hair. And when Grace began to laugh.
What'd you say?
All of it came off except for the little, like, the eyeliner.
Well, you
Because
look...
that's really hard to get off.
You look beautiful.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our friends that do all of these different things, people in the arts, but also people that work in schools, people that are teachers, like a lot of people are not going into work. So we kind of hijacked them, and we said if you could call Skylar Faith in the afternoon, we do afternoon electives with Skylar Faith. Which leads me to our next segment. We have a brand new segment on Randi's Facebook Live, which may be coming to you in other ways, if you go to my YouTube channel and you watch the past episodes, which Andrew is doing such a great job of putting up live, you please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we found out that if we have a certain number of subscribers, it's very easy for us to stream on YouTube, and we want to bring this to more platforms, because why not? So that episode 50 is streaming everywhere. What? No, it won't be 50, maybe. This brings me to our new segment tonight, and it's called Ask the Scientists. We figured what better day than today to ask the scientists. So also previously recorded. Here we go. Yeah.
If you're not too busy, we'd love to talk to the scientists on this episode of Randi's Facebook Live, the Social Isolation Edition.
Well, I've been busy with Earth Day all day, but
Here we go. You guys are ready. We're so happy to have a segment, a brand new segment I like to call Meet the Scientists. So this is Dr. Victoria Orphan, Dr. Shana Goffredi, otherwise known as our besties and the aunties, and Skylar science teachers right now. So that's truth. So why don't you tell us where you're calling in from today? Clearly outside for Earth Day. Where are you calling in from?
we are in beautifully sunny Pasadena, California right now.
Yes. And you're on your property. That's your backyard, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, we're in our outdoor laboratory right now.
Oh, so I see that you're sporting your college wear. Yes, your places of employment. How are either of you doing teaching right now? Is there online teaching going on? What's happening with the schools? Are there students there? Tell us about that situation.
Yeah, so we're both on sabbatical, so we were supposed to be in Europe right now. So neither of us are teaching, but certainly everyone at our institutions are engaged in remote distance learning, which has been quite a challenge, not just for the faculty, but also for the students, of course.
So clearly this is a perfect episode to have you both on. This is our Earth Day episode. We're celebrating Earth Day. My first question, I just want to know, what does today mean to you in this new world that we're living in? Because it definitely feels different this year, right?
Well, Earth Day has always been special to me, especially thinking back to my scientific hero, Rachel Carson, and how much she inspired me. And so every Earth Day, it gives me an opportunity to think about what one person can do in terms of having a major influence. I know especially at this time, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed and helpless, but every single person can reach out and help. It's kind of exciting. I think everybody involved in Earth Day has come up with new ways to try to engage the community. There's actually a website where they are promoting 24 hours of Earth Day action, and you can go online. It's called Save the Earth. So you can go to this website, and there's amazing activities and things that you can do associated with Earth Day and celebrate this wonderful planet that we live on.
And then for me, I would say that being shut in during this pandemic has made me think about my own resource use. So I probably will forever rip, dryer sheets in half and use just half, or use less dishwasher detergent or less paper products, because I think, I think a lot now about how there are less resource-intensive ways to live.
About toilet paper.
And I use a lot less toilet paper.
I know that we're friends, but I couldn't let you off easy. So I brought in a hard-hitting journalist to really interview you and ask you the tough questions. So I'm going to check and see if they're ready. So just hang on 1 second, okay?
So the first question is, what can I do today to help the planet?
Taking a survey of stuff in your house to figure out how you can conserve more in your daily life.
Use less.
Use less things could be one way you can help the planet. The other is take a little bit of time and sit outside and enjoy the amazing nature that you have, I know, in that beautiful backyard of yours.
Okay. So the second question is, what is the most important thing the ocean has taught you?
Oh, wow. Well, the most important thing the ocean does, I'll just start with that, is that it absorbs most of the CO2 that humans are releasing. It's doing the lion's share of the absorption of that CO2, so it's a hugely important resource on the planet. It's definitely taught me that we know very little about this planet. Every time we're in the ocean, we discover something new, which means that we know so little, and it's important to explore and have the funding, scientific funding, to go out and learn things about it.
So this is for both of you guys, and the last one is, what is your favorite part about being a scientist?
Oh.
I think one of my favorite parts is teaching and training new scientists. So being able to work with students and to see their excitement when they make new discoveries, I think for me is one of the greatest joys at being a teacher. And I also, of course, like the adventure of being able to go out on the ocean and make amazing discoveries and share that with the world.
Yeah, I'd say both of those things are true for me too. So creating new knowledge by exploring this beautiful, beautiful planet.
Woo! Hope that didn't make you too nervous. You know,
Yeah, I was nervous.
hard hitting. So as we wrap tonight, our segment of Meet the Scientist, what do you want to leave us with?
I think it's important to take the day to really think about how you can change your behavior and how to make a difference, whether that is calling your representatives to talk about how these environmental issues, if you care about them, make that known. Looking around you to see how you can conserve in your own daily life.
And I would also say that, we all care about the same thing, which is that we all want a safe place to live. And whether we're under threat from a virus or climate change, we all believe the same thing. So all those divisions that we're seeing on the news and political divides, it's a false narrative. We all do care about the same thing. And so we need to respond to them in the same way.
Oh, I love that. That's great. That's perfect. Well, thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for all that you do daily to help save the planet and to teach about the planet. It's really important. Keep doing it. We love you, and I will be seeing you in real time, hopefully very soon, okay?
We love you too.
Yay!
How awesome is that? I have the best buddies in the world, and Skylar Faith has some of the coolest science teachers around. Very, very sweet that, they're not physically in their classrooms right now, but both of them are virtually teaching, and they're virtually teaching Skylar Faith. And we couldn't feel any luckier. So, yay! Let's see who's on with us. We have a lot of people on tonight. I see some of Shauna's family's on. I see our friends. Hi, Shelley. Oh, and more scientists are on. Yes. You did a really excellent job, Skylar Faith. Was that fun for you? I'm very proud of you. You did a good job. And, we have been talking a lot about Earth Day. We talk about why Earth Day is important. We talk about things that we can do to treat the planet a little nicer. As Zach was talking, today during our interview, he mentioned a couple things about trying to make us all one. We're all one with nature, right? We're one together. And it's just important that we remember that if we take care of not just this home, but this home, then we'll be happier and healthier. And so I'm really excited for our next guest. Let me just see who else is here. New Jersey's in the house. Hi, Alicia. Who else is on? Oh, see, now everyone's talking to each other on Facebook. That's super, super fun. I think we have another guest coming on in just a second. I love our props, by the way. I love our props. I love our seeds that we need to plant. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, that's very soon.
That's coming up this week, right?
We haven't had the weather, but it stopped raining. And also we have a strange area that we need to be working within. So today on Nashville, I have to get the link up, but there was a site that was telling you all of the things that you could do in and around Nashville to have fun, all of the things that you could do, activities, things that you could play. There's someone at the door! Wait a minute, someone's here!
Yeah.
Hello?
There we go.
Hi! It's so nice to see you!
Yeah.
So, your timing was fantastic. I was just mentioning that Skylar and I today were talking about things that we could do for Earth Day, and I was going to mention a little website that I had checked out. But let me introduce you first to my Facebook friends. This is Irish Johnston, and she is a friend. She's a writer, and she is a filmmaker. And so we're going to tell you about a little something special, a little project that we did together in celebration of Earth Day that I think we imagined a different sort of premiere for it than this. At least I did. But that's okay, because you're here and you're smiling and lovely and safe. So first, will you tell my Facebook friends where you are calling in from tonight?
I am in Tennessee.
Yes. And and you're in your home. So she's a local. We've had calls from all over. Every state just about, and Toronto. So you're local. How are things where you are? Even in states they're different, right? Because certain cities do different things. So are people kind of doing the stay-at-home thing? Is it quiet? Are you noticing when you are able to venture out that it's pretty quiet? What's it like?
It was really quiet,
Right.
And then this week it seemed to get. I just felt the attention dropping a little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Else is,
No, we totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah. I'm not very good in the grocery stores, so I've been chastised for going the wrong way.
Oh, because now they have the one-way thing, right? Come on, Irish.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
Andrew too. Yeah, it's okay. You're in good company.
Anyway,
I know we laugh about it, but the grocery stores are trying to make it very safe, and they're trying to practice social distancing. But she's right; they have. If you haven't ventured out to a grocery store that's doing this, they're doing one way, and you're so used to just running around willy-nilly grabbing what you need, and just running into people. And pardon me, over you. That it's really it's almost unsettling not to be doing that, but we know that it's for safety. So
yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. So obviously, when I knew that we would be doing an Earth Day special, episode 33 was going to fall on Earth Day, and I thought, well, I have to be in touch with my friend Irish, because I definitely want to talk about the project that we put together a few months ago, before all of this. We worked on a beautiful documentary, a 3-minute short that you and your amazing crew put together, and it was to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Can you tell the audience a little bit about what inspired you to make this documentary and kind of what went into doing it?
Sure. On some level, Randy, you helped inspire me, but ultimately it began just because I'm connected to the Sun Valley Film Festival. And they have, National Geographic is a huge supporter of theirs, partner of theirs, and they put out a challenge to have documentarians go out and make a 3-minute documentary about Earth Day's 50th anniversary, I guess, which is this year, right now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, and I just was pulled into it. I just immediately was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that.
Yes.
I've never documentary.
I know, right? Fiction writer. So we got together. We started talking about what kind of a narrative we'd want to tell, and you had some amazing ideas that you brought to the table. And what I loved about it was that not only did you want to celebrate Earth Day, but you wanted to celebrate Nashville. You wanted to make it kind of a local story. So tell us a little bit about your vision. I mean, I definitely was there, but tell the audience about your vision of centering it in Nashville and telling it the story that way.
Yes. Well, since it's National Geographic, it spans, states, countries, all over the place. And I kept wondering to myself, like, if I tried to do this little short documentary, what would be unique that I could bring to it, being from Nashville? And it just made a lot of sense to move straight into songwriting, which I think we are so talented with that in our town. We're just blessed with that. Mm-hmm. And of course, children came in pretty quick after that because it's the future of the planet. And we had a few different ideas on those legal pads we were jotting stuff down on. It's very long for you to get it, for you and I to kind of bounce it around, and it kind of just very quickly, naturally became what it is.
Yes, that's what I love about it. So it wound up being this beautiful day that we spent at Gratitude Ranch that our dear friends Jason and DeMarco own, a lovely space, and tried to tell quickly, 3 minutes, not much time, but you tried to tell quickly the story of basically songwriting as it relates to expressing your love for the planet, right? And then incorporating a lot of ideas of children, right? And so we absolutely did those two things. We worked with animals and with children. And you had some really beautiful ways of showcasing the kids. What did you, I always like to get a little perspective from the artists that I have on, and I'm interested, what did you learn from the kids that day? Because it was really an amazing shoot that we did with all these children that were there to learn this song, sing this song, and really talk about their love from the earth. And they were not prompted, they were not given scripts. What did you learn from these kids that day?
I mean, I think kind of maybe what you learn from kids almost every time you're around them, but then you forget. Just to kind of like be in the moment. Don't judge things. Don't, just like a kid, don't. Just all those wonderful, beautiful things. And on a set that actually is great because there can be a lot of anxiety on a set. Mm-hmm. And these kids just made it really fun and kind of helped get that sort of just vibe, that fun, we're all here to enjoy this. So, and I did. I loved it. I thought it was a great shoot.
Me too. It was something I will always have the most amazing memories about. So you are so kind. I know today on the website for celebrating Nashville Earth Day, do you know the exact website? I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put the link up. So it's okay, but they were celebrating things to do it's something like Nashville Earth Day 2020. And it was things to do and to celebrate, and I saw that your documentary is up there, so we can watch the whole thing as a way to sort of, learn a little bit about how Nashville musicians celebrate Earth Day. And I know that as a little gift to our viewers, you brought us a little clip of it tonight.
I
did. Thank you. So we basically said, take that 3 minutes and do less. Make it smaller. Yeah. Well, but your crew, your editor, the cameraman, everyone on that set that day, they were wonderful and professional, and I loved working with them. And I know that when this is over, you and I will do more together because I've really loved getting to know you. And let's make sure that we do that. So we are going to go ahead and show the clip to the fans out there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for bringing this project to us. Oh, and thank you for bringing this project to us. And really, it was wonderful to work on it with you. We loved it.
Well, you and Kim brought so much of your talent and hearts, Randy, that I was just happy and fortunate to be there to capture it. It was beautiful to watch.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I can't wait for everyone to see it. We're going to show a little clip right now. So you have a great night, okay? Take care.
Y'all too.
And stay safe. Good luck in the grocery store. Love you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so she mentioned another musician right there named Kim McLean. So Kim McLean is an award-winning singer-songwriter. She was part of this process with me where we wrote a song about Earth Day, and then we filmed a documentary at Gratitude Ranch with some children, getting their ideas about what it meant to love Mother Earth. It turned into this amazing 3-minute short that we will definitely put the link up for, but we wanted to show you a little of it right now. So here we go. Here is Hey Mother Earth.
Anytime that you can share a message and you can use music as a means to express that message, I think that's very powerful. Kim actually started with this incredible riff. I kept hearing in my head this idea of the children sing. What would the children say? Sunshine, rivers flow.
So there it is, the clip of Hey Mother Earth, the documentary. We will put it up on our site so that you can watch it. That was such a fun day. We had all of these children and we just basically mic'd them, and Irish's crew was saying, you know, talk to us about what you love about the earth and what you can do. And there were all these beautiful little voices that we kind of embedded into the track with the help of Angel. And we sort of, you know, it was sort of like use less water and don't make so much trash, and think about animals, and be kind and recycle. And it was just amazing to hear these kids that really get it. All of that was an incredible inspiration, and we did this project. And so I know that we're all having a different Earth Day, but we certainly know that we are learning so much about these blue skies and clean air around us. Like Zach said, like we talk about, we're all connected, right? So as long as we're loving and taking care of one another and taking care of the planet, then, you know, we somehow are going to get through this together. You might have heard a little bit of the song. This is my dear friend, Kim McLean. And she had a very, very, very busy day. She's one incredible woman who's out there writing hits and teaching and being a pastor. But I asked her if we could possibly find a way somehow to do the song from the documentary. So we're going to do it for you right now. So this is Kim McLean, and here we go. This is Hey Mother Earth.
We're sorry we hurt you. We've come to make peace for the things we have done. The oil in your water, the trash in your ways. We've left the land broken where our children awaken compassion Sandstones are songs of ocean, skies, and trees. Mountains, rocks, and majesties. Sunshine, rivers flow. Hope is in the air we breathe. You've given so much. It's our turn to love you, Mother
Thank you, Kim. That's Kim McLean. She's my friend and an amazing songwriter. We had a great time at the ranch that day, celebrating the earth and hugging on one another and being with the kids. So thanks for celebrating with us tonight. This was a beautiful way. Even though it's a little dreary, the sun never really came out exactly. A little bit today. We still heard the birds. We still saw the flowers. There's a question.
There's a question
from the audience of one.
My friend Theola sent me that baby robins were born.
Your friend Theola, who was actually there the day that we filmed that, she sent you a message that baby robins were born. They saw the nest. You see that? Life keeps living.
She literally took a video of it. Life keeps living.
Life keep living. For those of you that don't know, behind me, a bunch of children from all over the country have been sending in pictures about hope and love and things that make them smile. Keep doing it. There's chalk art up there. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that. All the things that we love. Tomorrow night, we have an amazing band for you. My one and only is going to be coming on and playing. And if you don't know who they are, they're an amazing duo from Nashville. You want to check that out. And on Friday is Fun Friday with Colin Shaw. And maybe a new cocktail from Andrew since it's been requested.
Oh, I'll think
Thank
about
you
it.
for checking in tonight. You'll think about it. Thank you for checking in. Big shout out to my editor. He did a lot of stuff today for me. He was working really hard. He's very tired. He's also our cameraman. And my go-to. With a GoPro. Kind of, not really. Andrew McGinnis. So thank you, honey. You did a great job.
You're welcome.
Big thanks to Zach and to Irish Johnston and to Kim McLean and to Shana Goffredi and Victoria Orphan. Remember that something, you want me to say something?
Zach.
You want me to, I said Zach was first.
Oh, he was?
You have to listen. You have to see.
I don't listen to
because
you.
you're looking at the feed. Yes, the flowers. You love the flowers. You want the flowers? You want these flowers? You
I
want
have
me
a
to give you
producer in
these
my ear.
flowers? Okay, she wants these flowers. Are you going to say goodnight? You want to hold the flowers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We didn't work this out in
We
rehearsal.
didn't, no. It's improv, people.
We're gonna go try to cook something downstairs that will be highly veggie. As a former vegetarian of 18 years, we try to do vegetarian meals whenever possible. Thanks, guys. We love you. Remember that your vibe attracts your tribe. We love our tribe. Thanks for celebrating Earth Day with us. Amazing. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.